introduce you now to what's called stock syrup, S-T-O-C-K. It's also, once it's flavored, it's called dessert syrup. Now, stock syrup is what is used almost every day in the bake shop. It can be brushed over Danish when it comes out of the oven, over croissant to give them a nice shine, a little bit of crunch to them. This is what we use to make sorbet. It's just stock syrup in a little puree, and then you go ahead and churn it. In our class, we're going to use this to actually moisten the cakes. So to do stock syrup, some pastry chefs vary. Some will go 2 to 1, 2 sugar to 1 water. Some will go equal proportions. Since we're looking to moisten the cake, I'm going to go equal proportions. So all I need are 3 simple things, actually 2 ingredients, and then just a little bit of water to go ahead and wash down the sides. And this is all I need to do stock syrup. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the sugar in the saucepan. Now, stock syrup, the sugar and the water have to come to the boiling point. What a lot of people don't realize is when they do this, they just think they have to heat it, but you need to know that the last sugar granule will dissolve once it hits the boiling point. If we don't boil it, what could happen? It could end up starting to crystallize, and then it could end up looking like a rock candy. That's how you make rock candy, where you put the string in, and then the sugar crystals clump up and they form the big sugar crystals. So our important step to remember is make sure it comes to the boiling point. Now, what I have added is my sugar. Now, I have used sugar cane. Sugar cane is sugar that grows above the soil. We learned this in baking theory. It's actually considered cleaner. I know sugar cane and sugar beet, they have the purity of 99.9%, but just something about it growing above the soil, I get less chances of it crystallizing or having impurities in it than the beet sugar. Now, when you buy these sugars, when you buy your 5-pound bag at the grocery store, it will tell you sugar cane or sugar beet. If you can, buy the sugar cane. Second thing I have is my water. Now, if you're working for a French pastry chef or a Swedish pastry chef, they're going to insist that you use bottled water because it's considered very pure. In the States, they're not going to do that. They're just going to have you use cold water because cold water out of the tap has less impurities than hot water. And we're going to bring this up to the boiling point anyway, so then we won't run the risk of any bacteria getting in here. So you notice first thing I have to do is I need to dissolve the sugar in the water. So I'm just pouring this around the outside edge and working my way to the center. Now, with the back of my pastry brush, I'm just going to stir this. You could use a wooden spoon, but guys, I know that I'm here. I'm going to have to use this pastry brush anyway, and then I'm just going to wipe off the handle. What I want to make sure is I don't have any sugar clinging to the bottom of the saucepan, because again, that could cause crystallization. The nice thing about this stock syrup is that once it's made, it has a shelf life really of a couple months. The only thing that could happen to it is if you use it and cake crumbs or some foreign particle get into it, it will start to mold. Otherwise, it's very much like honey that it can last almost indefinitely. So you can see if we zoom in that I still have a little bit of sugar that's just down at the bottom, but this is just waiting to dissolve. So I just have to turn this up to high heat. Now I want to make sure I don't have any sugar crystals that are along the outside of the saucepan. So I'm going to take a clean pastry brush, dip it in cold water, and I'm just going to brush down the side of the saucepan. And then this is what happens in basic sugar work anytime you have to bring sugar to the boiling point. We just want to make sure nothing is clinging. And you'll see me do this again when I make Italian buttercream. And this is very important when you take decorative class and we're starting to cook sugar syrup so that we can do centerpieces with it. So this is just going to sit on the stove. I wiped it down now, and all I have to do is bring this to the boiling point. Let's look at our stock syrup. So again, now if we can zoom into the bottom, you can see it's crystal clear. If I were to look at this and actually taste it, I would see that every piece of granulated sugar has dissolved. And just to spot check it, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take just a little bit. This is a way to always check. I'm going to take a little bit, just a ladle. I'm going to put it on my counter. I'm going to let it sit for a minute. And then all I have to do is just rub a little bit between my fingers, and it should feel perfectly smooth, which it does. So I know I'm not going to have any grit, because the last thing we want to do is actually put some grit into our cakes. So again, this is now ready. I would cool this if I wanted to flavor it. I could put in vanilla extract. I could put in any type of alcohol. I could put in coffee if I was doing a mocha cake. So this is ready to go. We'll always have stock syrup on hand, and then every time we do a cake, we'll take this from the cooler, we'll pull out what we need, and we'll flavor it that way. It doesn't make sense to make 10 different flavors of stock syrup when all I can do is make one big batch and then flavor as I need it. Remember, stock syrup is also called simple syrup. Once it's flavored, the name then changes to dessert syrup. So what I'm going to do, and what you guys are going to do too, is we're just then going to pour this into our container that has a little bit of a lip. These are actually our spritzers, so I'm going to pour my stock syrup in here. This is a great way for me to store because it doesn't take up a lot of room, especially when I have, sometimes up to 16 students in the classroom. If we had 16 bowls, it takes up a lot of room. So this is just going to go in. I'll let it cool completely, and then I would just screw on the cap. And you can see the cap has a lot of holes in it, so that I would just tip this upside down and I could spritz it right over the cake layer to keep it moist. So again, guys, what we have, stock syrup, simple syrup. I did equal parts sugar to water. Once it went in, I stirred it to make sure the sugar's all dissolved. I brushed around the saucepan with a clean pastry brush and cold water. I brought it up to the boiling point. I tested it a little bit with my finger, and then I'm just going to store it. And again, shelf life is months, as long as it's kept in the cooler. You can also store this at room temperature, but then you have to make sure to keep it covered so flour doesn't fall in or something else could fall in, because then it will start to mold very quickly. Okay, so we're going to do this the second day that we're in the lab. We're going to make stock syrup,